Linda Evans Bourne, 22 Parkview Drive, Finleyville. My public comment tonight is on agenda action item 2. And it is to approve/deny the settlement and ratification of the Pennsylvania American Water Bill in the amount of $37,096.81 for the township fire hydrants. I want to know from our solicitor, did you review the agenda for tonight?
Yes.
And were you aware of the circumstances surrounding the payment to the Pennsylvania American Water Company, such as where the money came from?
I am now, yes.
And from what I learned at the last meeting, that money came from a restricted account, the El Rema sewage account, which I know had Penvest money in it because I was on the board when we did the El Rema village sewage. And there was Penvest money put in that. And that money is for maintaining those lines and for paying any repairs to the pump station, and also for paying back that money that was borrowed. That was a restricted account. And the other thing that I know is that there was no board action, which second-class township code says you must make all expenditures in public with a majority vote. And I've looked on the bill pays, and I've looked on the agendas, and it's not there. That simply did not happen. We know those two things. And so I know I've talked about second-class township code, and others have come to the podium. Mr. Spar served on the board for 36, 38 years. Steve Parrish is here, who served probably that amount. I served one term. I know about this much compared to these guys. But I still did retain a little bit of knowledge. But second-class township code is the board's Bible. It's the law. It's not just a code, it's a law. And section 706 of the second-class township code, which is under the township treasurer, says use of special funds, the penalty for the use of special funds. When any monies are collected for any special purpose, no township treasurer or board of supervisors may apply those monies to any purpose other than for which they were collected. They were collected for sewage and maintaining of lines. Every misapplication shall be a misdemeanor of the 3rd degree, and conviction, and in addition to the fine and penalty which may be imposed upon conviction, the defendant shall be required to pay restitution in the amount of monies improperly spent. That is what the law says. So, in my opinion, it appears that there may have been an illegal act committed with the finances of this township, according to the law.
Ms. Evans-Bourne, that was your 4 minutes. If you could wrap up, please.
Sure, I thank you for allowing me to finish, and I will finish. And so, in my opinion, you have no authority to ratify $37,096.81 being moved from a restricted fund. And in my opinion, if you were to vote to ratify this, you may all be conspiring to commit an illegal act by doing so. And I think that this board needs to realize the seriousness of this. And this needs to be investigated, and I believe it needs to be investigated by an outside source. Perhaps now the time is to hire CSI investigators. I know that some residents are talking about going to the district attorney about this, and I do believe our elected local auditors should be involved in this, because this needs to be outside investigated. And we are working on taking what we know to the district attorney and let him handle this. And in my opinion, whoever did this transfer should be, they should have the fullest extent of the law applied to this. Prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law